This is Kale Leapart here, and this is the official start of my vlog for the 2018 Amherst Railway Historical Society's train show. Yeah. Maybe a little background first. This is actually my first YouTube video. I didn't even realize I had a YouTube channel until it was pointed out to me by my friend and fellow Penlug member and fellow BMR cohort, Glenn Holland. Hi, Glenn. He pointed out to me, I didn't. He came to me last year and goes, "You have a YouTube channel?" I'm like, I don't remember having a YouTube channel. I was like, well, you've got a YouTube channel. Oh. I guess I automatically get like a YouTube channel for signing up to Google or something, I don't know. Anyway, he, if you know Glenn, Glenn is very big on making videos and posting them to YouTube, and he has been on my case about making a YouTube video for quite a while. I eventually made a deal with him that if I could somehow get like 5 subscribers, I would make a video. I think I'm up to 26 now, and I still haven't made that video yet until now. So, since Glenn is quite fond of vlogging all the train shows that we do, I figured since he can't be at the Amherst show this weekend, I would take over the duties and make this my first video on YouTube. So be gentle. So yeah, anyway, so the Amherst Railway Historical Society, I'm not Historical Society, the Amherst Railway Society holds a huge train show every year in January at the Eastern States Exposition Center. It's touted as one of the biggest, if not the biggest, train shows in North America. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go there. This year is their 50th anniversary, so that's a pretty good reason to go this year. Also, they're the New England Lego Users Group, a club from obviously New England, a Lego club, will be displaying their Lego train layout at the show. They've been there a couple years now. I think the last 4, 5, 6 years maybe, displaying their train layout there. And I know a couple people in the club, which I'm hoping to see there. I was invited by some of them to come up and hang out and, you know, see the train show for the weekend. So, like, I can't pass up that opportunity. I'm really looking forward to this show. Like I said, it's supposedly one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in North America model railroad hobby show. And looking at the floor plan online, I can say that yes, it's huge. They have about, I think, 375,000 square feet of floor space, or roughly about 8 acres. That's a lot. I live on 3.7 acres of property, and that's a lot. And this train show is like twice that, and filled to the rafters with train layouts and vendors and manufacturers, and it's just unbelievable to think, like, I've never been to one that huge. I've been to some pretty big ones, but this will by far be the biggest thing I've ever been to by by quite a large margin. It's, I mean, there's going to be dozens and dozens of train layouts there, from, you know, all the way from Z scale to HO to N to O, and Lego, of course, with any lug, and even garden scale layouts, and even a couple full size locomotives there. It's crazy. There's going to be it seems like all the major manufacturers, model railroad train manufacturers, are going to be there. Lionel, Bachmann, Atlas, Athearn, Scale Models, Broadway Limited Imports, all of them are coming to the show and bringing, you know, big displays, and then just rows and rows and rows and rows of vendors, selling all sorts of model train and train fan and, you know, rail fan paraphernalia. Could easily go broke at this show. Just looking at the vendor list. Yeah, the building, it takes place at the Eastern States Exposition Fairgrounds in Springfield, Massachusetts. It takes over 4 large buildings, this show, and I'm like really looking forward to it. Because I'm just, you know, obviously I'm just one of the biggest train fans out there. It's like the trains have sort of become my life, with Brick Model Railroader and all the other stuff, Lego stuff I do and everything. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully in 24 hours I will be at the show. I'm going to be driving up tomorrow morning. Hopefully no issues. Knock on wood. And I'll be hopefully maybe assisting where I can with any lug and helping get their layout set up, and, you know, hopefully they have a little bit of space that I can set out a few of my own trains and maybe do a little running throughout the weekend. But, you know, we'll see. Other than that, I'm just really excited to go see this show. I need to get ready. Right now I'm actually working on BMR bearing wheel sets, building these for a fellow club member in Penlug. So I got to get these ready before I leave, and then get my stuff ready before I leave, and then head out tomorrow morning. So I will be doing my best to document my journey throughout the weekend to this show, sharing my experience with everyone else, and just having a lot of fun in the process. So that's all for now. Bye-bye. Run on their layout, which means I have to grab them out of the trailer, and we've had all our train layout packed up in the trailer since coming back, 2-3 weeks ago from World's Greatest Hobby in Pittsburgh. So this will be interesting. Fortunately, my blue Comet that I want to take is not too buried in the trailer. It's, the 2 boxes are right here, and the other stuff I actually have inside the house. So that's, I think, the only thing I need to grab. Oh, batteries. Gotta grab the batteries. But this is what our trailer looked like coming back from World's Greatest Hobby on tour. You see, it's completely packed with trains, with Lego trains, and it will stay packed this way until we do a train show in York in 2 weeks. So luckily I don't have to pack everything up for that show and just hook up to the trailer and roll. But now I gotta grab my Comet, because there's one train I want to display at this show. It's the Comet. It's my favorite. Anyway, more later. The Lego train stuff never stops. Even before I leave for the train show, I'm still working on Lego train stuff. This is an article I'm writing for Brick Journal for the 50th issue. So you'll be seeing that in probably 2 or 3 months. So just one more thing I gotta wrap up before I leave for Amherst. Hello there. It's about 9:15. Just stopped for gas, and now I'm getting ready to head out to Amherst, up to Springfield, Massachusetts. I've got about a 5.5 hour drive ahead of me, so that should be interesting. I've got a couple podcasts though to listen to, so should be fun. See you when I get there. We have arrived, everyone. After a 5.5 hour drive with 20-minute stop for lunch, I'm now at the Amherst Railroad Show. And you're looking right now at the Mallory building, which is supposedly where New England Lug is. So I'm going to have to find them and see what to do next. More later. Whoa. New Lug spotted.
I don't think the yellow and the green one were. We just found the colors and we matched it, yeah.
The size of some of these layouts is just insane. This is just one building. My goodness. I can't wait for tomorrow. This is gonna be cool. Comet sighting. I love that train. I'm a sucker for some nice construction equipment. Look at that. Schnabel car. I'm excited to see the Euro train layout. I've seen this one before. It's really, really nice. I have to check this out more tomorrow. Hey everybody, back at the hotel room now. First day here was pretty cool. Of course it's still just setup day, so you know everyone's still getting layouts together and vendors are still setting up, so there's still a lot to see, but the show doesn't really open until tomorrow. Got things set up on the Knee-Lug layout. Their layout's pretty cool. It's a little bit different than Pen-Lug layouts that I'm used to. Of course, they don't have the ballasted track like we do, and they don't have the big curves. But it's still a very nice layout. They've done a very nice job with it. Looking forward to running something on it tomorrow and just hanging out with some of the guys. It's pretty cool. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, I did do a little bit of walking around today, not a whole lot. Just, checking stuff up at the end, checking some stuff out at the end of the day. I'm stoked. Like, tomorrow's gonna be really, really cool. I am going to be really tired from walking around tomorrow, I can imagine. Some of the things I'm already excited to see. The New England European train enthusiast group has their layout here. That's actually a train layout that I've seen once before. They came down to PA one time to do a show with the Euro East train enthusiast group, which is based around our area. They used to do a train show on their own, and they had the New England guys bring their layout down one year, and of course, and they also invited our club Penlug to display. So I've seen the New England European train enthusiast layout once before, and it's a very nice layout. If you're into European trains, which I'm not necessarily into European trains. I'm not. I shouldn't say I'm not into European trains. I know I'm a more northeastern U.S. builder, but I still appreciate the European stuff, and I love seeing it because it's very cool and different from what you normally see it around here. So I'm very much looking forward to checking that out more in detail tomorrow and seeing what's changed over the years since the last time I seen it. And there's just a ton of train layouts here. Just like in the brief walk around the one hall where an E-lug is in, there was at least half a dozen train layouts that I saw that all looked very, very nice. And there's 3 more buildings of vendors and train layouts and everything. So I'm gonna be taking a lot of photos tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, so gotta get some sleep tonight. Get up early tomorrow morning, head out, and have fun all day long at the train show. I'm stoked. This is gonna be cool. Yeah, this is gonna be really cool. I wish some of my guys from the club would be here. Some of the train guys from my club, like Nate Brill and Josh Sanders and Nate Robinson and Glenn Holland. Those guys. It would have been awesome to have those guys here as well, because we would have had a blast this weekend, I'm sure. Hopefully next year I can get some of those guys to come up here, because man, there's going to be a ton of stuff to see. Anyway, enough babbling. I need to get some stuff done and get ready for tomorrow and have fun at the train show. Later. It's Saturday. Time for train show. Got my camera gear. Got my favorite Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad shirt. Got my pass. Let's go do this.
That's a big train.
So, if anyone out there wants to give me a birthday present, I'll take a Northern Central Railroad 440 and a couple passenger cars. Love to get that. Ah, it's such a beautiful engine. The detail you can get in G-ski on it. Just amazing. I've seen this before. The Denver National Train Show in 2009. Who needs a continuous loop around trains? Some kids just need bigger toys. How about a full-size locomotive? Party started. People are coming in, trains are running. Clinics are going on. How about a full-size steam train? This is sweet. This is so awesome. He's moving the train, buddy. Because he's showing you how it moves.
Well, you know how that came here last night? It came here on a big flatbed truck, and then a smaller truck had all the rails, and we put all the rails down, and they built it all up, and then they backed the truck, and they ramped the engine right down onto the track.
Isn't that neat, buddy? That's a real train.
You can take a trip to see that train.
Yes.
This was it. Yeah. And there was even in the river.
That's a lot of bars
Here.
Thank you. When G isn't quite big enough. I'm adding this to my Christmas list.
Wow, look at these, huh? Oh, this is esky. You want me to take this one too?
SD. Okay, so first day of the train show is over, and I'm tired. I did a lot of walking today, a lot of standing. This show is as big and as amazing as people have made it out to be. There's just so much to see. You can't see it in 2 days. I don't know if you could see it in a week. There's so many cool train layouts. There's tons and tons of vendors selling all scales of model trains. Railroad books, t-shirts, anything. If it's train, anything you could think of train related, it's here. And there's a full size steam locomotive here. A 2-foot narrow gauge steam locomotive here under steam and running on a length of track at the train show. It's just, that's crazy. Like, what other train show can you go to and see a real full-size steam train? That was awesome. I bought some stuff. Got a couple books. Got a t-shirt. I got some HO scale cars. I know, not Lego, but they're still cool. Yeah, and had a great time hanging out with the NE-Lug people, and ran a couple of my trains in their layout. Talked to a lot of people, met a lot of good people. I was very surprised that everyone's favorite former Lego employee, Kevin Hinkle, showed up today. It was great to see him again. He is alive and well and doing relatively well. So it was cool to see him again. He's definitely not done with the AFOL community yet. So that's a good thing. He'll be around for quite a while. It was good to see him. It was just fun. It was just an awesome day. It was a fun day. So, got one more day. And my mission tomorrow is photograph as much as I can. I took a lot of photographs of New England lugs train layout today, but I need to get around to a lot of the other train layouts and take some photos, because there's some really cool stuff on the layouts and some really good building inspiration. Enough to keep me in building projects and probably until I die. So I've got a lot of I can look forward to a lot of years of building ahead of me. Anyway, I gotta wind down and get some sleep and get up in the morning and go back to having more fun with trains. See you tomorrow. It's Sunday morning, last day of the train show. Got my Pittsburgh and Lake Erie shirt on. Woohoo! Sort of awake. I'm ready to go have some more fun. So let's get rolling. I heard you like train layouts, so I put a train layout on the train layout. If you build this big, you can do this. Foliage so realistic, you can actually feel it transpiring. That's a plant joke.
Maybe you could like put a fire truck with firefighters and the fire truck with the ladder and the ladder is up and one of the firefighters is climbing.
Music shop. Saxophone factory. Saxophone factory.
You do? He's tall, isn't he? I'm not sure if this is what happens. If they have two ships running like this. Yeah, you done with your train skill?
This one, actually, this one is a custom. Someone made that.
Scooby-Doo! Oh my god!
I whipped it out.
So much detail.
Reasonable kind of shit.
I don't guess. And,
But I don't know if it's done enough. I mean, because you need all the maintenance people, subcontract those kind of things in, and administration. Don't even get started on that stuff. Anyway, factor those in. Then we work out how much they're charging. And you multiply out the value of that kind of stuff. It works out that for scholarships and grants and everything, they should be charging
yeah, they're covering the set. Fast as it goes. That's how that's fast as it goes. Wow.
So yeah. So I
Stop promise. Stop promise.
one of the things about it,
Then how did it get out?
I just wanted to show him.
Yeah.
Yeah, one way behind them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have your attention, please. It is now 5 o'clock and the show is formally closed. Thank you all very much for partaking in our 50th anniversary show. A couple of logistical notes. The glass doors will be removed ASAP, but no vehicles are allowed in the building until we allow enough time for folks to pack and get some of the things out of the building first. So wait for an announcement on this PA system for when it is safe for vehicles to enter the building. Thank you.
Actually, you know what? Leave it out. But I'm sure the brick separator. Came back here and I was sitting on the table. Oh, show's over.
Hey everybody, show's now over. I just grabbed something to eat for dinner and now I'm getting ready for the long drive home. So, show was fun, lots of fun. I really want to come back next year if I can make it. And yeah, I will catch up with you when I get home. Hi there. I'm back from the train show. It's Monday afternoon. Got back at 11:45. Slept until about 11:30 today. Fortunately, I didn't have anything to do this morning. But yeah, got back safe and sound. It was an awesome show. I want to do it again next year. Hopefully I can get some of my other club members to go up with me. Yeah, it's just really awesome show. It was so awesome to see all the train layouts there. There were a ton of train layouts that were really, really awesome. There were so many vendors there with stuff to sell. I bought a few things and I'll be showing you those in a second here. There's a lot of cool people to talk with. I met some people who recognize me from BMR, which is pretty cool. What else? I can't think right now. I'm still recovering from the show. It was great hanging out with the New England Lego users group. Like I said, I know a few of them in the club from doing shows over the years. So it was good to see the people I knew, and it was good to meet some of the people I didn't know from the club. It was great to see their layout and hang out and have fun. You know, run a few trains. It's a very different layout than what I'm used to with Penlug. Their style of layout is different. They're not as crazy about detail or crazy about super detailed trains as we are in Penlug. So their track isn't ballasted like ours, and they don't run the wider curves, which is a little bit of a problem with some of my trains. I didn't get as much running in as I would have liked because my trains just don't seem to be able to handle that kind of layout. Which I kind of knew that going into it, so I wasn't too bothered. But you know, whatever. I'll have plenty of running in 2 weeks when our club does the York Train Show. Yeah, it was just a really fun time. I don't know if I'll be doing another one of these blog videos, because mainly our other member, Glenn Holland, usually does the videos for our train show, but since he couldn't be at this one, I decided to do it. I hope you guys like it. Tell me if you like it. Anyway, let's move on to my loot. Okay, so let's start things off with free stuff. So, of course, the Amherst Railway Hobby Show brochure just has the has schedules and vendor lists and a map of the show in there. Parking pass. Had to buy a parking pass to be able to park for the weekend. The flyer for the 2019 show. So if any of you want to go, mark the date. The Boston, Maine Railway Historical Society was giving away complimentary copies of their magazine, the B&M Bulletin, which is, I'm a sucker for any kind of railroad information, so I had to pick one of these up. And I got a whole bunch of brochures from hobby manufacturers. This one's from Scale Trains. I'm a big fan of Scale Trains, even though they don't produce stuff in my preferred steam era. They do some really, really cool stuff, and I'm hoping they do some steam era stuff soon. Ron's Books catalogs. If you're looking for a railroad book, or you're interested in a railroad and want to find a book on it, Ron's Books just has tons and tons of railroad books. They're probably one of the biggest railroad book manufacturers I've come across. They have a lot. And if they don't have it, they might be able to find it to you. So if you're looking for a book, check out www.ronsbooks.com. Cool stuff. Tichy Train Group catalog. They make HO scale train kits. They also make tons of detail parts for HO scale trains. You know, anything you want, window frames, trackside details, all that sort of stuff. And they've also started producing decals. Now, for all you Lego builders out there, I've used Tichy decals for some of my models. If you're building 6 wide, S scale is a really good size match to your models. If you're like me, you're building 8 wide, O scale often works out very, very good. These are water slide decals. They're not, and they have quite a variety. So for those of you out there who are maybe looking for a different decal for any of the brick model railroader kits that we've produced, a decal set that we haven't made, maybe look to Tichy here, www.tichytraingroup.com. They offer all their decals in HO, S, O, and N scale. They might have something you're looking for, and they're really good quality. And even though I'm not a European train builder per se, I had to pick up some information from the Euro train guys that were there. A couple Markland and Trix catalogs. You never know. We might do a BMR kit based on your European prototype someday. Hopefully. I would love to do that. This is just someone was giving this out at the show. List of hobby distributors in the Northeast. Another Markland catalog. This one's a big one. Just tons and tons of inspiration in there. I love picking up catalogs like this anytime I can, because even if I'm not interested in the railroad scale or that, it can be a lot of inspiration for Lego modeling. And then Atlas catalog. Atlas makes trains in various model railroad scales. Again, probably some very good inspiration in here for future projects. Then we have books I got. So I've never read a railroad book that I didn't like. I have tons of railroad books. Actually, I have more railroad books than I have bookcases. I need to get more bookcases. But yeah, I collect tons of books. This one, New Jersey Central's Blue Comet. This is probably one of the only books containing information on the Blue Comet that I didn't have yet. I got a ton of books when I was researching the Comet for my Lego build. This one, though, came out sometime last year, after I think after I had finished the Comet. So I didn't have it yet. I finally got it. I finally found it at the show. Actually, Ron's book, who I mentioned earlier, had it. So I had to pick it up. Haven't looked through it thoroughly yet to see if there's any information here I didn't know yet, but I'm sure there is. Looking forward to reading that. This one's an interesting one. Blue Ridge Trolley. It's on the Hagerstown and Frederick Railway, a trolley line that ran from Hagerstown, Maryland to Frederick, Maryland. I'm a bit of a trolley fan. I haven't done too much building of trolleys in Lego, but I hope to do more of that in the future. And it's a little bit outside my local. I'm usually interested in the trolley lines around York, Lancaster area, Harrisburg. This one's a little farther southwest of me in Maryland, but I'm kind of interested in it because it interacted a little bit with the Western Maryland Railway, which I'm very interested in. So I picked that book up, and it's just there's just all sorts of neat photos and interesting stuff in here. Possibly future inspiration for trolley line additions to Penlug's layout. And it was $20. I couldn't resist. And finally, the last book I got, Reading Company Cabooses. So for those of you who are following Brick Model Railroader and the kit, the premium instruction kits we've been producing, you'll probably know that our next kit that we're going to release is going to be a Northeastern caboose, Northeastern style. The Northeastern style caboose has its roots in the Reading. The Reading was one of the early adopters of the caboose style. It was originally based off a USRA caboose, but Reading adopted it and made it popular. So this book, which covers more than just like the Northeastern style caboose the Reading used, it covers every caboose the Reading used. But of course, the Northeastern style caboose is heavily featured in it. There's drawings and plans and all sorts of detailed information. So this is going to be very, very useful as I'm currently working on putting together the model and instructions for that model for our next BMR kit release. And then last but not least, some other cool stuff. So in addition to my Lego modeling, I do dabble a little bit in HO. I don't have a layout yet. I've just kind of been gathering things off and on here and there, like cars and sometimes locomotives. So while at the show, I couldn't resist picking this up, or these two cars up. Keep them open. There we go. They were produced by the by Athern for the Amherst Railway Society for the 50th anniversary show. Their 50th anniversary commemorative cars. You can oops, here. You see the Amherst 50th anniversary logo on that, and they're also numbered. This one's numbered 2018-01 for the 2018 show, and then this one's numbered 1968-02 for the inaugural show, the first Amherst show, which took place in 1968. These are I think I don't remember if I said this. These are HO scale. They're kits, so I have to put them together. But I'm looking forward to putting them together at some point and hopefully starting an HO railroad. And then last but not least, I got myself a shirt. And this shirt comes from the from Mohawk Design. If you're looking for a railroad themed t-shirt, go to Mohawk Design, www.mohawkdesign.com. They are awesome. They make tons of railroad themed shirts. Just about any railroad you can think of that you might be interested in, they probably have a shirt. They're super awesome quality, especially the comfort color shirts that they use. These are so awesome. If you're into t-shirts, this is an awesome t-shirt. It's such a good quality shirt. I can't say enough about how much I love these shirts. And they're run by a husband and wife team out of North Carolina, I believe. They're super awesome people. I talked to them at the show at Amherst, and we talked to them at the World's Greatest Hobby Show a couple weeks ago when Penlug was out of Monroeville. Yeah, they're really good people. They do really good quality work, really nice shirts. They're reasonably priced, especially for the quality of the shirt. They're just awesome. In fact, we're hopefully maybe going to be working with them in the future on maybe doing some BMR shirts, Brick Model Railroader shirts. So very much looking forward to that. So that's it. Journey's over. Yeah. Now I gotta catch up on everything I should have been doing over the weekend instead of playing with trains. But it was worth it. Hopefully you like this video. I'm not sure when or what my next YouTube video will be. I don't know. But hopefully you like this video. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. Let me know what I can improve. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.